We all love to dream that we have the money to buy $1 million home. We meet the buyers who can do just that.
This is our style, with the colors, everything.
This is so beautiful.
From sweeping views,
It's just stunning.
It is stunning. It takes my breath away.
I loved it. What an open floor plan. Breathtaking, every little detail.
to complete luxury.
That is a winner for me, yeah.
It has everything.
Yeah, my mind is spinning.
These homes have it all.
This is literally on the beach.
This is a show place.
Our buyers have the money, know exactly what they want,
I love a great kitchen area.
and are ready to spend big.
5.5. Under budget.
Yes.
My role is to find these house hunters their ultimate dream home. In this episode, I meet Eddie and Esperanza.
You must be Esperanza and Eddie. Nice to meet you.
Eddie and Esperanza are looking for a home that'll cut down their commute.
It's nice.
Yeah, definitely. And plus, it's so close to your work.
It's true.
I'm taking them through some of the most desirable properties in Los Gatos, California.
This is just so beautiful.
Eddie.
Wow, just speechless.
Will I be able to find something that will suit their needs?
You have a view right there while you're washing dishes.
Let's see if I can find Eddie and Esperanza their dream home.
Welcome to $1 Million House Hunters. I'm Viviana Vigil. Today our buyers are Eddie and Esperanza. They're looking for a brand new home in beautiful Los Gatos, California. We're going to look at 3 gorgeous properties and we'll see which one they choose.
I've been in international banking for about 15 years now.
I'm actually a principal over in a private school in Los Gatos.
Eddie and Esperanza are looking for a home with more space that's closer to work.
Looking for a little bit more space,
Bigger master suite
entertaining space.
and also a walk-in closet. I actually do a lot of cooking,
She does. My grill and barbecuing, I enjoy that, definitely.
and we love entertaining, definitely.
We're gonna try to keep it at 5 million, ideally. That's probably the sweet spot for us, yeah.
Oh, we're in beautiful Los Gatos, just a stone's throw away from some of the big high-tech tycoons within 10, 15 minutes. Los Gatos is a special town because Silicon Valley elite are moving here in droves right now. This house is something special. I call it a brand new build. I mean, it's 3 years old, if that. But what they did is they did an impeccable job throughout the property. The recessed lighting, the crown molding and everything, but they've done a beautiful job in terms of the finishes that they've used.
I'm so excited to join you guys today as you look for a beautiful home here in Los Gatos. What an amazing community.
Yes, it's beautiful.
So we gotta have a space for you to have some privacy to get some work done. You kind of want an open concept. Both of you want to be able to entertain and have everybody come in and check out this beautiful home. This is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, over 3,100 square foot home. Craftsman style, but it's relatively new construction, and I absolutely love the curb appeal with these protected redwoods right in front.
I love the trees. The historic trees were so beautiful. Plus, it's so close to your work.
That's true.
So yeah.
Close to work, close to school.
Yes.
Let's get inside.
All right.
What do you guys think? Beautiful foyer. To our right, a gorgeous formal sitting area with a fireplace, and to our left, formal dining.
Yeah, it was definitely a wow factor when you walk in and you have that entry. It was really nice.
I love the vaulted ceilings and how it just goes so high.
Yeah, very high.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive when you walk in to have this foyer like this, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a really nice presentation as you're welcoming your guests, or even if you're just coming home yourself, to be able to come home to this and this gorgeous staircase that wraps up and takes you up to the 2nd floor. Beautiful open concept kitchen that Esperanza was looking for.
Yes.
Stainless steel appliances, top of the line, marble countertops, a very good size island. And then check that out, Eddie. There's your study just to the right, double doors.
There you Yeah, the office was nice. Just being on the main floor and having the privacy to be able to have it open or closed, it was nice.
Also, you have the informal sitting area just here in front of us, really good size. You got a big TV there, and we can even see out into the back garden through here as well. So lots of light.
Yeah, the openness and the size of the island was really nice for entertaining. It's just being connected and everything.
Look that stove,
Wow.
it's huge. You can grill,
Yeah.
and at the same time I could be doing, you know, a pasta dish or whatever and other things, and oh, I love it.
What's the first dish you're cooking up?
You know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm gonna do a puttanesca, actually.
I love it.
Yes, and it's that's one of our favorites.
She's already making herself at home, Eddie. Watch out.
That's great.
How's this for an ample-sized master suite?
Yes,
Yeah.
beautiful.
The ensuite is dripping in Carrara marble. Gorgeous Japanese soaking tub, double vanity, glass enclosed shower.
Marble all around. The tub was incredible. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like a limp noodle after. You literally have to get me out of that tub.
And how about that walk-in closet?
Yes.
Is it good enough?
Love it. Oh
A lot of
yes.
space. She's got a lot of clothes, so
I
yeah, it's
do.
definitely helped.
And my shoes too.
She's not buying a house, Eddie. She's buying a walk-in closet. But I think we might have found it.
The balcony is nice.
The balcony is definitely really wonderful because when we wake up in the morning, Eddie can bring up our coffee. We could, you know, have a seat outside in the balcony.
This is such a beautiful outdoor space.
I love the stones right here. For me, it's really appealing.
The indoor, outdoor, and everybody just still being connected. So it's like having another living space for sure. So that's nice having that.
Yeah.
And the fire pit, definitely. It's those little cooler nights in the garage, definitely.
The garage was beautiful.
And Eddie, you mentioned you liked grilling. They do have space for a barbecue here, but is this big enough for you to be able to do something like that?
I think there's some room in the areas to be able to do a barbecue island a little bit later after the fact.
The question of the day then is, what do you think this home is listed at?
I would say probably 3.5 million.
3.5, 3.4 maybe, I think.
All right, you guys are actually very close. It's listed at 3.95.
Way under budget, that's
Definitely.
nice.
Yes, and you could go ahead and have your own built-in grill and another set of a kitchen or something that you can probably do outside.
We have 2 more estates to see in Los Gatos, California. Will this next home be the right fit?
You have a view right there while you're washing dishes.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're in Los Gatos, California, and on the search for Eddie and Esperanza's ultimate dream home. The first house was a beautiful entertainer's home.
Look at that stove, it's huge. Oh, I love it.
But could this next house be the one?
We're in Los Gatos, actually more eastern Los Gatos, a few miles from downtown. You have some very good high schools and elementary schools in the area. It's interesting when you walk into this home, you've got the formal living, you've got the formal dining, you could even say spread out with a family room, but then you walk into this great room, it's very California contemporary.
House number 2, gorgeous curb appeal, beautiful fountain right in front, so soothing.
I love all of the stonework and just glorious home.
Yeah, what do you think, Eddie?
Nice, I like it a lot. The pavers and the greenery, the plants, it's really nice.
It's 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, and 4,300 square feet, so a very large space. Think that might suit you so far?
Yes, definitely.
All right, let's head inside and check it out. Oh, we're walking into this beautiful space. It really just opens itself up to you, and we did pass a nice study for you.
I did, I saw that. Yeah, that's, again, a bonus to have that, a must actually for my work.
Yeah, and pulled away from the home right in the front as we go into this beautiful formal sitting area with a fireplace. You have your formal dining area, the coffered ceilings.
The wainscoting, the coffered ceilings, it's beautiful, stunning.
Yes, and also the flooring.
I like that it's separated. It's open and big enough to entertain, and you got your spaces, so I like that.
You have spaces for privacy, and it still gives it that intimacy, even though it's a very open floor plan.
We could see ourselves entertaining with, some of our friends, and then having them come over here in the living room area to basically have dessert and coffee.
She's laid it all out. I love it.
The wet bar with the wine fridge that's nice. Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think even our furnitures will just fit right in, right?
Yeah, and the colors, it's light, clean. I like it a lot.
All right, Esperanza, here's your magical kitchen.
Wow, this is beautiful. I love the open floor plan again with, the kitchen right over here and the family room right there. And also we have a breakfast nook.
Yes.
And
Stainless steel.
Also, the stove is big enough to do multiple pastas.
You have a butler's pantry with a walk-in pantry.
This is nice.
Definitely like the colors. I like the openness and the fireplace wall. It's really nice. Yeah.
Eddie, you see yourself having breakfast in this nook right over here?
I can see that. Yeah. Definitely.
What I like the best, I think you're gonna like it. You have a view right there while you're washing dishes.
I was thinking that it's nice having the sink and everything looking outside. So
Yeah,
that's kind of
that's
nice.
really nice.
Yeah.
I like how he does the cleanup duty. I like that. I like the way you think. I feel relaxed in this space already.
Yes, it's beautiful.
The master suite is tucked into the back of the house with views to the backyard. The rest of the guest rooms are in the front.
I love the brightness of this whole room, this whole area.
The bedroom was nice. It was open. It was really bright. A lot of the windows, having access to the backyard from the bedroom was nice.
And what do you think of that closet?
I love it. I love it. It's big enough for all of my clothes and also shoes.
I like that the bedrooms are kind of separated from the main house, so you got a lot of quietness.
And oh my goodness, the bathroom.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
It's so beautiful. How does that soaking tub work for you? Is that good size?
It's a little small. I think it's only fit for one person.
Okay.
But yeah, it's still nice.
Yeah. The other one was rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
Right.
It's like a nursery rhyme over there. All right, Eddie, what do you think? First reaction?
Wow, I like it. Covered patio. It's nice.
Yes, it's huge. This is definitely really nice. Great for entertaining.
It was a larger backyard versus the other one, so it was nice.
Definitely a great size for our big family.
Where do you see yourself with your barbecue area? Where is it gonna go?
I think this one's a little bit larger than the other house. You got options over here to the left and, also to the right.
I think the left-hand side would be really nice because we can open up the windows over there where I could hand him things to barbecue.
Nice,
and so,
right
yeah,
there.
that's
Perfect.
good. Yeah.
She's already thinking about it. She's got it figured out.
Of course.
She's gonna put you to work, Eddie. And then after that, you're hitting the dishes.
That's right.
Okay, so far, this house number 2 is still in the running.
Right.
My question is, what do you think it's listed at?
Maybe 3.8.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking about 3.8 as well.
All right, 3.8. It's actually listed at 3.970, so well below budget.
Under budget, so it's a plus for sure, and so that was nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so house number 2, really checking the boxes.
Yeah,
Very
so
good.
far so good.
All right. Well, let's soak up the sunshine before we head to house number 3.
Okay.
There's only one more luxury home left to see on this house hunt. We check out this beautiful build with all the bells and whistles. Is this the home that Eddie and Esperanza are looking for?
This is just so beautiful.
Eddie?
Wow, just speechless.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've seen 2 amazing luxury homes in Los Gatos, California. The first house was a beautiful entertainer's home. Then we saw a brand new California contemporary style property. But will this last home be the one?
Oh, we're in the heart of Los Gatos. Walking distance really from downtown, all the restaurants. When you say Bonnie Lane to someone from Los Gatos, they know that this is luxury. This is a special estate. What doesn't it offer, right? You don't get usually buildable flat 2 acres of property this close to downtown. You go into this kitchen, one of the largest islands that I've seen done on a kitchen. You also have a view of the entire 2-acre parcel that shows the running creek, the football field, the pool, and so forth. Just absolutely spectacular.
All right, here we are, house number 3. It is a very special, unique property. It is 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Brace yourself, 5,300 square feet of living space. I mean, this is huge.
I love the driveway, how it goes
right.
around.
You drive around it to the front.
And it's just a really welcoming curb appeal. It just makes you want to walk right into the house. So why don't we do just that?
Yeah.
We just stepped down into your sunken, formal living space. Although with this farmhouse vibe, nothing really feels formal.
It's different from the other 2, but it still has so much character, like the shiplap, the tongue groove on the ceilings.
It feels romantic. I love the stones of the fireplace as well. Did you like that?
Yeah,
that was so
gives
nice.
a good character.
Yeah. I love the plantation shutters, and this is so unique. I love these beams.
Yeah, the beams are nice, and I love the floors. It really gives that farmhouse feel as well. Lovely kitchen. I mean, it really has that farmhouse feel, but yet modern and spacious. Do you think you could do some entertaining here?
Oh yeah, definitely. The gas stove, gosh, it's glorious. And look at this huge island. When we first walked into the kitchen, what I fell in love with is the big island. Exactly.
I absolutely adore the staircase going up to the 2nd level right here from the kitchen. It really reminds me of that old farmhouse feel. I don't know how they managed to make a farmhouse feel modern, but they really, really did such a good job.
And they still have the wine fridge and the keg.
Yes. There's a lot of cabinet space.
Definitely a lot of storage space.
Definitely,
space.
I love the sink area. You know, that's
You're still good looking outside as well. So
that's your view, Eddie.
That's my work. It's my workstation right there, right?
You can go ahead and let out that wow.
Wow, this is amazing. This is gorgeous.
It really is a one-of-a-kind master suite. As you walk in, you can see that center stage is this amazing soaking tub.
When we walked into the master bedroom, I really fell in love with that antique bathtub.
Yeah.
Ample space for a large master bed, and then even a sitting area with French doors opening. You can take a view to the property outside. It is very expansive, so you have a lot of privacy.
It was smaller than the other rooms in the other houses, but it was a lot of character.
And the dual sink there too,
right,
with a huge shower. Yeah.
Eddie, how do you feel about the soaking tub in the middle of the room?
Very comfortable.
You like it?
Absolutely, definitely.
Okay.
I think it's like I said, it's romantic, and the bed actually has this beautiful view, and the tub is just amazing. Yeah. So unique. I love this. I really, really love this.
house on this tour was a beautiful build with all the bells and whistles. I left Eddie and Esperanza for some time to think. Let's see if they're ready to make the big decision.
So what'd you think of the first house?
I love the first house. I love the tub, of course, the master bedroom, as well as the walk-in closet. I love the heritage trees, and definitely I love the walking distance to downtown Los Gatos. But how about the second home? What did you like about it?
The second home, the inside. I love the details, the wainscoting, the coffered ceilings, different areas, you know, the wet bar, the wine fridge that it had.
And the backyard.
The backyard was larger.
Yes.
That was kind of nice, having a covered patio in the backyard, a little bit more space.
Now, look at this one. I got goosebumps when we came outside and just, yes.
And the details of the house, all the characters, the beadboard, all the shiplap, and
exactly.
It's nice.
Yeah. Well, we do know which house when we saw it, right?
I think so. I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, you two, I know this must have been a really tough discussion that you just had.
Definitely.
Yeah, how are we feeling?
Good.
Overwhelmed for me.
Let's break it down a little bit one more time if you don't mind. So house number 1, 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, under budget at $3,950.
We love everything about that
Yeah,
house.
it checked off a lot of the
Yes.
boxes, right? It had the office space.
Yes.
The kitchen was stunning, really nice kitchen area.
Master bedroom,
the
the tub.
The master suite was
the
dripping in
master
Carrera
suite,
marble.
Yes. But we love the fact that it's walking distance to downtown.
Yeah, that was a huge plus.
House number 2 had a similar style.
The house was just stunning.
Yeah,
I mean,
5
Definitely.
bedrooms,
Beautiful.
4 baths, under
Yes.
budget at $3,970.
Yeah, nice touch.
And the kitchen.
Right, the covered patio.
It's
was
expansive.
It
nice.
had the sink with the great view for you to do your work. So that's always a plus.
Yes.
And that brings us to house number 3. We're sitting in this gorgeous dining space here in this very large kitchen with views to the yard. It is over budget. They're taking offers above $5.5 million.
I love everything about this home. I love the pool, the expansiveness of the land, and not only that, the master bedroom with that gorgeous antique bathtub. I've never seen anything like it.
But it was over budget. You
Yeah,
know, it's
that's
going to
the
be
thing.
over
That's the
$5.5 million. Your budget was $5. So, you know, why don't we decide to cross one of the houses off the list? Is there something that we can already eliminate?
I think house number 2.
Number 2, it was a pretty stunning house on the inside and out, but yeah, I think just location probably.
Yes.
So that was tough. Okay, so we've eliminated house number 2. That leaves us with house number 1 and house number 3. So ultimately, which house did you decide on?
Well, we decided house number 3.
Number 3.
Wow, you went over budget.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the right house. We can probably make that happen, but it was just stunning.
You cannot get a home like this with the expansive grounds here in Los Gatos. So definitely, it's beautiful.
Thanks for joining us. I hope Eddie and Esperanza enjoyed their brand new home. I'm Viviana Vigil. We'll see you next time on $1 Million House Hunters.
We all love to dream that we have the money to buy $1 million home. We meet the buyers who can do just that.
This is our style, with the colors, everything.
This is so beautiful.
From sweeping views
It's just stunning.
It is stunning. It takes my breath away.
I loved it. What an open floor plan. Breathtaking, every little detail.
to complete luxury.
That is a winner for me, yeah.
It has everything.
Yeah, my mind is spinning.
These homes have it all.
This is literally on the beach.
This is a show place.
Our buyers have the money know exactly what they want,
I'd love a great kitchen area.
and are ready to spend big.
5.5. Under budget.
Yes.
My role is to find these house hunters their ultimate dream home. In this episode, I meet Selena.
You must be Selena, and this is your friend Rachel?
Yes, it is.
Selena is looking to move closer to Silicon Valley.
Oh, I love this kitchen. Oh my goodness. It's so nice and spacious.
I'm taking her through some of the most desirable properties in Saratoga, California.
Stunning. I love this room.
Will I be able to find something that'll suit her needs?
It's like a whole separate.
It's like a small house.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a house within a house.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find Selena her dream home.
Welcome to $1 Million House Hunters. I'm Viviana Vigil. Today our buyer is Selena. She's joined by her friend Rachel. Selena's relocating from the East Coast to beautiful Saratoga, California. We're going to look at 3 luxury properties and see which one she chooses.
I just moved here from the East Coast, and I brought my lovely friend Rachel today.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the voice of reason for her today.
Selena's a tech investor looking to move into the heart of Silicon Valley.
Right now what I'm looking for in a house is an amazing kitchen, a nice master bedroom, plenty of closet space. I absolutely want enough room for my friends and family to come stay from the East Coast. So we're looking in the $3 million range. I can spread it a little bit, but I'd like to stay within my budget.
I'm excited. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this development is Saratoga Oaks community, very, very private. The community itself has tennis courts, pools. This one specifically that we're standing in is somewhat special because they spared no expense. Very newly renovated, lots of light coming in, and it makes you feel like you can entertain at the same time, have your privacy, and it's feel very, very comfortable.
All right, I'm so excited to spend the day with you guys today. We're looking for a new house.
Yes, we are. Yeah. I'm excited.
Okay, so I think we have some really beautiful properties to show you today, and they're all very unique. So let's start with this one. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath townhome in this really beautiful, quiet community, but it's not too far from the downtown area.
Perfect.
And I think it might suit your needs. So let's step inside and see what you think.
I really like this community. I think it's a nice blend of nature, but being close enough to downtown.
I agree. I think it's really peaceful here and beautiful views.
Here is your living room, Selena.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, we just walked by the guest bedroom that's on this first level, which
Yes.
is perfect when you have visitors.
It is.
And it opens up to this beautiful, light and bright living area, super high ceilings. What do you think of these windows?
I love the natural light that's coming in.
Yeah, really cheery, right? Especially in the
is.
morning, get you up, going for the day.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love the natural light coming in, the big glass, and I love the little balcony that they had out front too, because it gave you enough privacy, but you still felt like it was a nice little sanctuary oasis to have your morning coffee. I love this space. I can definitely see myself hosting my friends and family over here all the time, especially with the nice windows.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a great space.
I could see her probably with about a 20-foot Christmas tree.
Oh.
Oh, she knows me well.
Also a beautiful fireplace.
I know, I love it.
Perfect for a chilly night.
It's nice.
I love it, so cozy. Also perfect for the holidays.
Yes.
Once again, I know.
All right, what do you think of the kitchen, Selena?
Oh, I love this kitchen. Oh my goodness. It's so nice and spacious. I love the coloring. Oh my God, and this stove. I mean, I can
Yes.
just imagine myself cooking for friends and family. And you know what they always say, I mean, as hard as you try, everyone always ends up in the kitchen, and I think this is such a great space for that.
Always. I love it how it has an L-shaped counter here. There's enough for a little eat-in breakfast area, stainless steel appliances. And you know, not a lot of people notice this, but tons of outlets. You need them in the kitchen.
That is true.
I could definitely see myself in the kitchen.
I was gonna say, she's gonna be my fridge all the time.
What I really love is it has this open feeling. You can see the dining area, you can go out into the balcony, patio area, you can have your barbecue, indoor, outdoor, entertaining.
Formal dining room was a little bit on the smaller side. When friends and family do come to visit, it would be nice to have a little bit more space.
As we head up the stairs, you notice that other guest bedroom.
Yeah.
And here is your master suite.
It's stunning. I love this room. That was where I fell in love with this property. The master suite was gorgeous to die for. I have to say, it's big, it's spacious, it's got a nice little nook where I can set up my office space. And I also have access to the outdoor balcony, so I get my own little privacy too.
You certainly do. It's a nice private balcony there, and you have an amazing ensuite with an incredible walk-in
That closet, oh my God.
Isn't it great?
I'm in love. There was enough closet space for all my clothes, all my shoes, winter, summer, everything.
Is it enough for her, Rachel?
I think it's enough.
I would say so.
I love the view.
Sold?
Like waking up every morning to that.
I know you're even higher up here and
Yeah.
you just see those redwoods out there. It's absolutely stunning.
It's really peaceful.
Well, let's ask this question. What do you think this home is listed at?
Oh, let's see. I don't know. Rachel? Mid-twos?
3.1?
Yeah.
3? Yeah, 3.1.
Luckily, it's actually 1.950.
Oh, perfect. Even better. Wow.
Well below budget.
Okay. Way under my budget, which is so great. I'm so excited. That was something I did not see coming.
So house number 1 is definitely in the running. We still have house number 2 and 3, so keep an open mind. And we'll
Okay.
go.
I could definitely see Selena here and see myself here too.
I know.
We have 2 more estates to see in Saratoga, California. Will this next home be the right fit?
How's this for an entertainer's kitchen?
Oh my God. This is fabulous. I'm in love.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're in Saratoga, California, and on the search for Selena's ultimate dream home.
Oh, I love this kitchen. Oh my goodness. It's so nice and spacious.
The first house was a masterfully renovated townhome in Saratoga Hills. But could this next house be the one?
We're very, very close to downtown Saratoga right now. You're a stone's throw away from downtown for dinner, or you're a stone's throw away from going for a beautiful absolute hike with oak trees all around you. This one is a new remodeled home. You've got 9 and 10 foot ceilings that are recessed. You have an open floor plan like no other. In the oak trees and the natural setting, they kept a lot of the natural setting here, and you don't feel like it's a sterile home. It actually has a beautiful setup.
This is house number 2. What do you think about the curb appeal?
I love it so far. I mean, it looks fabulous.
Rachel?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, is this suiting her style, do you think?
Yeah, lots of parking space, beautiful neighborhood.
And a nice big front yard, which I love.
I could definitely see us having a lot of fun here.
Oh, heck yeah.
So it's 5 bedrooms, 4 baths.
Okay, oh,
just
perfect.
over 3,200 square feet.
Okay.
So good size home.
Yeah.
And I think you'll really like this contemporary vibe. Heading into the foyer, you have your office space to the right with very classy double doors. Lots of light. Look at this gorgeous contemporary fireplace
Oh
around.
my God, it's stunning. It was breathtaking walking through the front doors, just how open, spacious, and the vaulted ceiling.
So much architectural detail, and I really think that they took a lot of care.
It really does feel spacious and open, and I thought, like, you know, I had that at the last house, but this one definitely over-exemplifies, and this is something I'm really interested in.
Ooh, I'm glad you're liking it. What about you, Rachel?
Beautiful home.
Yeah.
It's truly a home.
And what about this office area? Do you think you would use that space as an office?
Absolutely. I do like that you have the separate office space.
I definitely can see you hosting a lot of parties here, quiet gatherings, as well as work.
Yeah. I know. So you have to get that in there too.
Yeah, definitely need to work. How's this for an entertainer's kitchen?
Oh my God, this is fabulous. I'm in love. This is a kitchen.
Yeah, we have your stainless steel appliances that you love, a custom cabinetry, and a massive island.
Gorgeous kitchen. I absolutely loved how big the island was. I think that's great because everyone does gather around in the kitchen no matter how hard you try.
You have this informal sitting entertainment area with another fireplace.
It's very me.
Yeah,
This is definitely her.
I think that this is the perfect amount of space for everyone, and is perfect amount of space for me because it's so much room to stretch out, have fun, enjoy the different rooms, and then when everyone comes, you get together and it's just a big party.
Yeah, Rachel, where's she gonna put the Christmas tree here?
Front room.
I like it.
I can definitely see a lot of people gathering in the kitchen space, a lot of hosting, family, just quiet.
Absolutely. I'm already planning the housewarming party in my head.
Well, I think this master suite is gonna have everything on your list. We just passed an amazing walk-in closet.
I know, I saw. You walk past that closet and oh my God, it just keeps going back and back and back. There's so much space. I love the soaking tub.
And they have that blue cabinet pop of color right there.
I
under
did
the
like
vanity.
that.
Rachel, what do you think of that ensuite?
It's perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
It's,
yeah.
oh my God, it's magical.
Are you gonna see if she'll let you use that soaking tub?
I think she will.
I might have to pay for it.
Lots of space in this master suite. Sliding doors into the backyard.
Which is really nice.
Yeah. Would you use that? Have the air come
I
in?
definitely would, especially during the summertime. And it got that nice nature feel and a good breeze too.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of everything here.
Yeah.
Outdoor space, beautiful paved patio area. Two separate lawn areas, mature trees, really surrounded by a gorgeous brand new fence as well, which is always a nice investment.
I do really like it. I would say the only thing I would change I would like a little bit of the lawns to connect a bit, but I do like this space. I think the backyard's big, and honestly, landscaping it so that the lawns do connect is not a big deal.
Yeah, that's just adding
It's
some
not a
extra
deal breaker.
sod. Yeah, that's an easy fix.
Yeah,
There's plenty of room for everything, even the pets.
absolutely.
Yeah, pets will love it, right?
Lots of barbecues out here, and maybe even a hot tub in the back.
Okay, so what do you think this home is listed at?
I would say
I kind of overshot on the last one, so now I'm being even a little bit.
Well, it is a 5-bedroom home.
I
4
know, I was
baths.
gonna, so in the 4-ish range?
Yeah.
Low
I agree.
4s?
Okay, it's actually listed at 3.7.
Oh, perfect, okay.
So
okay.
slightly over budget.
Slightly over.
But lower than you thought.
For this price point, it's something that I'm definitely looking at.
Definitely worth the wiggle room.
It's definitely worth the wiggle room.
There's only one more luxury home left to see on this house hunt. We check out this beautiful family home with stunning views. Is this the home that Selena's looking for?
I do love this. I was not expecting this.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've seen 2 amazing luxury homes in Saratoga, California. The first house was a masterfully renovated townhome in Saratoga Hills. Then we saw a light and bright abode with an accessible open floor plan. But will this last home be the one?
We're back at Saratoga Oaks, but a little different. We're actually up on the hill. And over here, that's a big premium as it relates to what the views are, because as I look to my right now, I see nothing but a redwood forest overlooking the Bay Area. The one unique thing though about this property is that all 3 floors have this view. And that's the difference right now, is the fact that you're on the hill, and this property specifically has taken advantage of the view.
All right, ladies, we have made it to house number 3. It is a beautiful traditional home, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths.
Wow.
4,700 plus square feet, so very good size home. Now this house is located in the same community as house number 1, but it's a higher elevation, higher up the mountain, closer to the community pool, and it's a much larger space.
Coming right here into this courtyard, beautiful natural trees all around us.
I know, it's great to set up a little bistro set and have your nice glass of wine.
Yeah.
Very welcoming foyer leading up to this gorgeous staircase and your formal living area. Now, of course, there is no furniture in this home, so you're gonna have to use your imagination. Beautiful fireplace. I love it. It's perfect right in that center. And then you have a formal dining area as well with like a butler's counter as well.
Perfect. I can't wait to take a look.
Rachel, what do you think? Where does the Christmas tree go?
Right there.
In front of the window.
I know, she's on it. That's why I keep her around.
Yes.
It is a nice big open space. It's not as big as the last two houses we have seen, but it's definitely interesting.
Yeah, but you do like this community.
I do like the community, and I do like that you're up a little bit more on the hill.
Here is your kitchen. We've got an island for your request.
Like that.
Yes, custom cabinetry that has a lot of little nooks and crannies that I think you'll like.
It does.
Stainless steel appliances. And we did pass through the formal dining with the butler's pantry there as well, so that's nice to have that extra space. And then you have an informal living area. It'd be perfect for watching TV, or you could even set it up to be more of an entertainment space, whatever you like.
Yeah, I do like that. I mean, I really like this area. I think it's a nice kitchen. It's cute. I like it.
Well, I would be remiss to not mention this amazing view.
I do love
With the balcony.
With the balcony right there. I think that's nice. It's all about the view. When it comes to the kitchen, it was a little bit on the smaller side for my personal liking, but it was all about the view. That view is great.
I wouldn't mind washing your dishes. I look at that all day.
I mean, this is like a bird's nest up here. You can see out here. Imagine washing your dishes. I wouldn't even pay attention. I'd just be looking outside.
It's gorgeous. You wouldn't even realize you're so close to Silicon Valley.
And how about these cathedral ceilings in your bedroom?
I do love that. I love how it makes the room feel so open.
And a fireplace.
I know, that's a really nice feature, especially during the winter times. It's nice to have something to cozy up to.
Yeah, how do you think you would use these built-in bookshelves?
I love them. I actually read a lot, so I think I would use them all.
Fill them up.
Fill them up with books and little knickknacks that you gather here and there.
What do you think of this ensuite with a soaking tub, double vanity, separate shower?
I did really love the master though. That was gorgeous and plenty of space, especially the bathroom. Yeah.
And a good size.
And a good size closet, of course.
We must have that. We got to mention that for sure. And then again, off of this master suite, you have your own private balcony.
Beautiful views as well from right at the bathtub. Yeah.
It's really nice. I do like how open this room is.
Yeah. Well, I have a little bit of a surprise for you.
Okay.
There's actually another level to this home. We'll head downstairs,
really? Okay.
and I think you'll like it. Here's your entertainment.
Oh my God. It keeps going.
You have an additional entertainment area down here with an island. You have a sink, fridge, dishwasher, a sort of bar area, a staircase that leads down to the garage, and 2 other guest bedrooms, because you have 5 bedrooms total in this home.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And a huge living space here.
Great living space.
Enough room for a sectional, built-in shelving. You have a pool table here. Of course, you might want to keep it or you might want to get rid of it.
I know. It's so much more space. This is, I do love this.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this.
This is a surprise.
It's a big surprise.
It's like a whole separate.
It's like a small house.
Yeah,
It's a house within a house.
Yeah, yeah.
What about a Christmas tree down here?
I think we could put 2 in.
We
One
can
here,
always
well,
do
there are
that,
2.
yeah.
Always have 2 trees.
So what do you think this home is listed at?
More space.
More space, more
Better
bedrooms.
location.
Better location, yeah.
I'd say 2.5, 2.8.
I'd say, yeah.
Well, you must have been doing your homework, Rachel, because it's right on the money, 2.988.
Wow. Look at you.
Finally getting the hang of this.
I know. It was under the budget, and that was great to hear. It was wonderful to hear.
So lots to think about,
Yeah.
and I know that this is a really big decision for you, not just this move from the East Coast, but this is going to be a really important home that you're going to be welcoming friends and family in. So I'm going to leave you 2 to discuss it.
Okay.
And I will come back, and I'll hope you'll have made your decision.
We've seen all 3 luxury homes, and when we return, Selena will make the big decision.
So ultimately, which house did you choose?
House number.
Welcome back. We've seen all 3 homes on this $1 million house hunt. The first house was a masterfully renovated townhome in Saratoga Hills. The second house was a light and bright home with an accessible floor plan. The last property was a beautiful family home with stunning views. I left Selena for some time to think. Let's see if she's ready to make the big decision.
So what do you think of the first house?
I really liked the first house. I thought walking into it, I loved how open and spacious it was, but I don't really know about the dining area.
Yeah.
It was a little small.
And then the beautiful windows, all the natural light in there. That was really beautiful.
Yeah, and then the second one, oh my God, the curb appeal. You walk in and you're just, that was breathtaking. I know it's over budget, and so it's I'm a little worried. I love all the contemporary features, and I just how one room bled into the next.
Yeah, and then this one.
This one I do like. I really like this second level.
Yeah.
I think it's great for entertaining. That master was really gorgeous.
Yeah.
I mean, with the fireplace in there.
The higher up here on the hillside and closer to the pool as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, ladies.
Had a little chat?
We did.
Okay, so let's break down, just humor me, the three homes one more time. House number one was that beautiful townhome with a gorgeous window that you liked, Rachel.
Yeah.
It was under budget at 1,950, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths.
That one, we really loved the kitchen. I loved how open and spacious it was. I love that, what you said, the wall to ceiling, floor to ceiling windows. I loved that. And the master was really nice. It had a great closet space. Oh my goodness, I could die and go to heaven in that closet.
Well, that leads us to house number two, which had plenty of space.
Plenty of space.
5 bedrooms, 4 baths, a really contemporary masterpiece.
Yes.
They really did a good balance of contemporary, keeping it warm like you had mentioned with those wood floors.
Yeah.
What was your favorite part of that house, Rachel?
The kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the
kitchen
kitchen.
was great.
Yeah, the way it flows into the backyard and just the openness of everything.
I did like
Beautiful.
that.
Yeah.
And that home was over budget at 3.7 million.
It was.
So that's something to consider as well.
I know.
So house number 3, we're sitting in this beautiful entertainment space on the lower level, which was a whole surprise for
It
us.
was. I did like that. It was a good surprise.
Yeah, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, really large space, over 4,700 square feet in this home. And this one was just under budget at 2.988. Do you think we could maybe eliminate one of the homes from the list already? Is there one we can just cross off?
I do. I think, unfortunately, as much as I do like this home, I do think I like the little bit more of the open feel that we had in the first 2 homes.
Okay, so let's cross off house number 3. It was wonderful, we love it, but maybe didn't suit your needs perfectly. So it leaves us with house number 1 and house number 2. Completely different homes.
Very different homes, I know.
It's odd that those are the 2 choices. So ultimately, which house did you choose?
House number 2.
Wow. It was over budget, but it wooed you, it won you over.
It sold me. Yeah. I loved the contemporary feel, the warmth it provided, and the great entertainment space that it had. Every room you could have friends and family in, and I can just see creating so many wonderful memories there.
I could see lots of memories made there.
Thanks for joining us. I hope our buyer, Selena, loves her brand new home. I'm Viviana Vigil. We'll see you next time on $1 Million House Hunters.
We all love to dream that we have the money to buy $1 million home. We meet the buyers who can do just that.
This is our style, with the colors, everything.
This is so beautiful.
From sweeping views,
It's just stunning.
It is stunning. It takes my breath away.
I loved it. What an open floor plan. Breathtaking, every little detail.
to complete luxury.
That is a winner for me, yeah.
It has everything.
Yeah, my mind is spinning.
These homes have it all.
This is literally on the beach.
This is a show place.
Our buyers have the money, know exactly what they want,
I love a great kitchen area.
and are ready to spend big.
5.5. Under budget.
Yes.
My role is to find these house hunters their ultimate dream home. In this episode, I meet Tyler.
I understand we're in the market for a new home.
That's right.
Tyler is leaving Los Angeles to expand his business.
I'm going to try to implement us into the valley and get the business growing in Northern California like it's going on in Southern California.
I'm taking him through some of the most desirable properties in Silicon Valley, California.
It is beautiful.
Will I be able to find something that will suit his needs?
It is cozy, but I would almost say too cozy. I'm looking for a nice open space, and I don't know if this was necessarily that.
Let's see if I can find Tyler his dream home.
Welcome to $1 Million House Hunters. I'm Viviana Vigil. Today our buyer is Tyler. He's relocating from Los Angeles to Silicon Valley to expand his business. We're going to look at 3 gorgeous properties and we'll see which one he chooses.
I'm a barista and a chef and a photographer. I'm all these things, and I love gatherings at home that I can show off all those skills.
Tyler is looking to expand his business into Silicon Valley.
I'm looking for a house that I can start my life up here, because I'm planning on moving to Northern California, and also a house that can hold my operations. Through the company, I feel like co-investing a little bit. I've brought my budget up to $2.5 million. I think I can find a place that's pretty comfortable for the operations and myself, and with room to grow along the way.
I understand we're in the market for a new home.
That's right. I have a business that I'm trying to move up here, and I want to move myself, start a new life here, and get my business that's been going pretty well in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Need to expand to Silicon Valley and take advantage of all the money that's happening here. I found myself here in Silicon Valley, kind of expanding our operations from Los Angeles up to the Valley, kind of playing with some of the tech companies that we've already made relationships with.
What are you looking for in a new home?
Right now I'm looking for a home that serves as an office, a warehouse, just a hub of operations for all the things I do, between photography, between coffee, between just social gatherings in general. A house that can hold tons of coffee machines, tons of coffee product, and refrigerators and things like that. Close by, office inside, all the operations in one spot. I think that's my dream home right now.
We're here in front of a beautiful property, contemporary design. It's 6 bedrooms, 5 baths, and that also includes a separate standalone apartment.
Okay.
So lots of square footage, 3,000 square feet. What do you say we pop inside and take a closer look?
Let's do it.
This house is something special. The idea on this is that they redesigned the home and built this with the concept of having a guest house as a very important area for that, whether it's for a second family members or for older teenagers, or even to set up as a separate ADU or for Airbnb if you'd like.
From the front, I thought this is a traditional home in the best of ways. I thought the curb appeal was everything you could ask for. Maybe left a little bit to be discovered in the back. It didn't kind of give it all away at once, but I think there's something interesting about that.
All right, what do you think, Tyler? We got the coffered ceilings, you have your living space here, a nice entry with some beautiful windows as you walk in. Lots of light?
Lots of light for sure. It is such a warm space and cozy, but I would almost say too cozy. My initial thoughts were, wow, this looks really nicely built, the finishes are nice, but once I kind of stood there for a second, I realized it felt a little cramped for me. I'm looking for a nice open space, and I don't know if this was necessarily that. It's a little tight. I feel like any conversation right here would be limited to 1 or 2 groups talking at once, not really a full collaborative space, but I think the flow and the open concept does offer kind of what I'm looking for. I don't see what I've envisioned in this space. I'm imagining a nice open space where all my friends are working here and there, cross-mingling. It's not necessarily a great multi-use space.
Well, this is a 3,000 square foot home, so I think there's a lot more space around every corner. So let's keep the tour going and see how we feel. But so far, you're getting a good vibe from the home.
Yes, warm and cozy, definitely feels like a home.
The living space makes its way into this very large kitchen.
Very large.
I don't know that I've seen an island this big before.
It is an island of its own for sure.
What do you think of this lighting fixture?
It's definitely modern. It really adds to the space. It's nice diffused lighting, so no one's too shadowy, and a nice spread out. I would say it's maybe too small over there for the chef's kitchen. The kitchen looks good in theory, but in practice I know it'd be a little cramped and make you want a lot more than what it's offering. It does feel like a large kitchen, but knowing how a kitchen operates, it's too small.
Once you get 15 or so guys in here, forget it.
That's right.
There's no room to dance on the island.
That's right.
But it does have a lot more space in this room, open concept like you had mentioned you wanted. And it is a 3,000 square foot home, so if you're not gonna be just in the kitchen, I'm sure you can find other spaces to congregate.
That's true. I can't wait to see like what I can turn into a mess space or an office or something like that.
Before we go there, let's take a look at the master suite and see how that suits you.
All right.
Well, we got your high ceilings in here.
Absolutely, that ceiling fan is amazing.
And a very state-of-the-art shower. It is a high-tech shower.
I do like knobs and buttons, anything to make it seem more complicated than it needs to be. I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. So what do you think of this master suite? Do you think it might suit your style?
It does in a lot of ways. I love the natural light. I love it's still private from the neighbors, but I feel open, but it's a little small for my taste. The master suite reminded me of what I had in college. A small room with a decent shower. I think the shower could be fun, but it's not gonna convince me to buy a house.
Okay, what about the closet space? Is there enough in there for you?
For me, yeah, I'm pretty simple. I don't have a ton of clothes, but wardrobe that I can walk into makes me feel a little more professional.
Yeah. Okay, so we are checking a few boxes. Maybe a few things are falling short. Why don't we head outside and take a look at the outdoor space?
Let's do it.
See how that does.
Yeah. I feel like I'm back in Los Angeles, like I brought the desert with me.
It is a bit of an arid space, but it's a blank canvas.
This backyard is like a blank canvas. It offers a lot of opportunity, but it's not necessarily turnkey, and that may or may not be what I'm looking for. I can see succulents everywhere, prickly cactuses and things I've never even heard of just growing, and the orange tree is amazing.
Orange tree, there's a fig tree in the back. Lots of space for you to do any sort of sports activities, horseshoes, bocce ball.
Yeah, I think that sounds so fun. And then having fresh orange juice for my mimosas as I invite clients over.
All right.
That sounds pretty fun.
How do you feel about the potential income that you could get from this detached home?
You know I'm always looking for that income opportunity. I think throwing this up on a timeshare sort of opportunity would be amazing and have people come and go, meet new people, meet international types. I think having the income opportunity in the back is a nice draw, but it's not gonna make the decision for me.
All right, so what do you think this home is listed at?
I'm new to the area, so I'm still trying to figure out the market in total, but I would say something like this in Los Angeles might go for $1.5 million. I say move it up a little bit. Maybe we're looking at $1.75.
Okay, it's actually listed at $1,999. So we are still under budget.
Absolutely, and that leaves a lot in my budget to turn this space into exactly what I need. The price is my sticking point. It definitely leaves a lot of room in my budget to make the space what I want, but it's the foundation where I want to start.
Okay, so house number 1 still on the list.
Absolutely.
But maybe we need to check out house number 2 and 3, see what they have to offer.
Let's do it.
We have 2 more estates to see in Silicon Valley, California.
I thought it was so nice and elegant.
Will this next home be the right fit?
It is a statement, and I like what it's saying.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're in Silicon Valley, California, and on the search for Tyler's ultimate dream home.
I have a business that I'm trying to move up here, and I want to move myself, start a new life here, and get my business that's been going pretty well in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Need to expand to Silicon Valley and take advantage of all the money that's happening here.
The first house was an expansive home centrally located in San Jose.
And then having fresh orange juice for my mimosas as I invite clients over.
All right.
That sounds pretty fun.
But could this next house be the one?
First impressions of the curb appeal.
It is beautiful. It is so modern, it's so bold, and I feel like it really just calls your attention to the house on the block. This house was really a statement from the outside, and I'm really looking forward to see what's going on the inside.
It's 6 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, 4,000 square feet, very big home. And I think for all of the different things that you have juggling, it might suit you. All right, let's go inside.
Let's do it.
All right, as we make our way into this home, bring your attention up to these very high ceilings in this foyer, beautiful chandelier there. looking at this really elegant, formal living area with fireplace. What do you think?
I think this is amazing. I love all the different little features. I think this is really nice, but I might swap it out for like a disco ball or something crazy, something fun.
I like
this fireplace is unreal. I thought it was so nice and elegant and such a nice thing to walk into. And the spaces in general, like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. They're kind of contained, but super open. The flow is obvious, but it's not forced on you. I think this is a great space.
Yeah, definitely defined areas, even though it's a wide open space.
Right.
I totally agree.
All of it together just seems like a nice blend of multi-use spaces that are open, but still sectioned off from one another.
Oh, Tyler, what do you think about this kitchen?
It is a statement, and I like what it's saying. That kitchen is amazing. It is everything I need and more. This is so modern and such like a conversation piece. The island is still large, but it's not overkill for the space. It doesn't absorb the kitchen. It kind of fits right in where it should be. That kitchen seemed very communal. I know I could cook there and have all the space I need and have people sitting by, enjoying some appetizers. I think this blends form and function in a way that is definitely calling to me. It's nice and open, very social, also very functional. A lot of drawer spaces, a lot of cabinet spaces. Definitely could use a kitchen like this in my life.
All right, Tyler, how do you like these cathedral ceilings in your bedroom?
I really like how open it is. It really makes the bedroom feel like a nice, warm place to be. The master suite is fantastic. It's nice and bright. It seems like it would wake me up in the morning and a nice, comfortable place to fall asleep at night.
Double vanities.
Super nice.
Soaking tub, glass enclosed rain shower.
Yeah, can't beat that.
Pretty sexy.
Yeah, it's pretty well kitted, I would say. I think the bathroom is exactly what I need. The bedroom is more than I need. And this amount of natural light, you can't sleep in, and that's what I need. I need the natural alarm clock of life.
Okay, is there anything in this space that you don't necessarily care for?
I have this weird thing where I like the master suite to be in the back of the house. I don't necessarily want to be seeing out in the front yard. I kind of want to enjoy my backyard space, but you know, I think the view here is actually pretty nice. I will say, as far as safety and privacy are concerned, it's strange to me that it's in the front of the house, but it's something I could grow used to.
Okay, so you still have some privacy here, but not necessarily ideal.
Exactly.
Okay, why don't we go and check out the backyard space, see if there's enough room for entertaining.
Let's do it.
Stepping out to this brand new custom deck right outside the living area. Also doors coming from the dining kitchen area, so you can really have that indoor-outdoor flow that you were looking for entertaining.
The California dream.
It really is. What do you think?
I think this is perfect. The backyard is immaculate. It seems small, but it's very good use of the space. I could see grill space, and then the yard is perfect for different activities. It's not too much. Good dog run. I have a corgi that I absolutely love and adore, and she needs that outdoor space. The dog run is fantastic. The grass is not too much to keep, but it's enough that you have a pretty good amount of grass.
Yeah, it really isn't an overwhelming yard, yet there still is lawn space. You have this really good sized deck.
And it's so private. I can see the neighbors' houses, but they can't see in here, and I really like that. I think this will be a nice party space, a nice gathering space, and it flows so well from the living room and the kitchen that it just all becomes one open space when you need it to be that, and I think that's perfect for me.
Okay, so what do you think this home is listed at?
Comparing it to house number one, I think this is way more turnkey than that one, and it almost has everything I would need to do. So knowing that, I think it's gonna be way above my budget with some room. I think it's gonna be around 3.2.
Okay, it's actually listed at 2,998.
Wow.
So it is over budget, but not as much as you thought.
That's pretty workable. The price being over my budget isn't necessarily surprising, but it's also not a turnoff. This house is, I feel like, appropriately valued, and I think if I'm able to convince my investors, this could be a route for me.
All right, so let's keep it in the running. We still have one more house to see.
Yeah.
Let's take our last looks and head on to house number 3.
There's only one more luxury home left to see on this house hunt. We check out this home with beautiful high ceilings and a gorgeous open floor plan.
Another large kitchen that really embraces the open concept.
Is this the home that Tyler's looking for?
There's a lot of things I really like about it, but I am also still making a list of things I would change.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've seen 2 amazing luxury homes in Silicon Valley, California. The first house was an expansive home centrally located in San Jose.
Well, we got your high ceilings in here.
Absolutely, that ceiling fan is amazing.
Then we saw a masterfully renovated home in the middle of town.
I think this is amazing.
But will this last home be the one?
They've built a home basically of what buyers are looking for. They've got high ceilings, open floor plans, long wide hallways. Feels very, very comfortable.
We have arrived at house number 3, our final stop. It is a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath home, 3,900 square feet plus an office.
Whoa.
So you have your 5 bedrooms, you got your office, lots of room to move around. What do you say about the curb appeal?
I say it's very traditional and very green, 2 things I'm okay with. This house is very traditional. It's not necessarily my taste, but it's not necessarily a turn off at the same time.
Traditional style, definitely different from the first 2 homes, but you're still vibing it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think there's definitely a lot of potential. I'm excited to see it inside.
All right, well, let's do it. All right, Tyler, make our way into this gorgeous foyer that goes through the expanse of the house. And then just behind us, that's your office.
That is so nice. Right in front, right where I feel like that other bedroom was, the office is so appropriately placed.
Yeah. Into your formal sitting area, beautiful light in here, and formal dining.
It's nice and open. I see it's a dining room now, but I have a feeling I would make this a giant workspace. The dining room, living room area that they have catered right now could be a lot better used for me as a social working place. I can kind of rip up the carpet, put down some hardwood, and really get the place nice and dirty from all my projects.
Now this home is different than the first 2, a little bit more of a traditional design.
Right. I was thinking that. It seems traditional, but still elegant and still appropriate. I think it will impress anyone that I brought over. The inside, just as traditional as the outside, but a lot of space. I really like that. There's a lot of spaces I can use for my business and for my personal life.
All right, let's head into the kitchen and see if that's working for us. Beautiful granite countertops, stainless steel, state-of-the-art appliances, custom refrigerator for plenty of beverages for your guests.
This is like another large kitchen that really embraces the open concept. There's a lot of space for my friends to come and hang out, but it's still a chef's kitchen. The kitchen, traditional as well, but still large. Larger than house number 1, and I gotta keep that in mind when I'm weighing these options.
And it really makes sense what you were saying, using that front living area as your workspace, and then you can have this back of the house as your more comfortable home space.
All of that with my little office retreat for just myself, my own solo space with my workspace and my friend and family space. This is so nice. With the granite countertops as well. I'm a little messy when I'm cleaning up. I leave a few things left behind, and I feel like that'll hide all the secrets I have.
But I want to know, is there anything about this space that maybe isn't perfect for you that you might have to tweak a little bit?
I would say my aesthetic is a little more modern than what I'm seeing here, but I do still see potential. This kitchen is a little traditional. There's a lot of things I still want to change about it, but what I'm starting with is very functional.
Well, Tyler, you wanted a larger master. How's this feel?
This is nice. This is really large. It could really encompass my entire bedroom. This master is grand. I really like the double doors and the high ceilings.
Huge walk-in closet, enormous ensuite, double vanities, tons of counter space.
Definitely a beautiful bathroom. I don't know if it's necessarily my taste. I think there's a lot of floor space to work with though. I could modernize it in a few ways, maybe switch out some of the finishes and make it really attuned to me. The finishes are still a little too traditional for me, especially on the ensuite bathroom.
What would you change in there if you needed to?
I think I would replace most of the surfaces with maybe like a quartz, maybe something nice, bright and white, just to kind of modernize it and kind of make it a nice place to wake up and get ready in the morning. I think that would be a total gut job for me. And I don't think it necessarily warrants ripping out all of that nice stuff just to match my style.
Now, we talked a little bit about the changes in the ensuite, but is there anything in the master suite itself that you might want to tweak?
You know, I am a little hesitant to go with the carpet in the bedroom, but you know, I like the soft approach to it. So maybe not this carpet, maybe swap it with something, like I said, a little more modern, a little more muted. But maybe just that. But I think overall it's really nice. I like the textures. I like that they match what's going on downstairs and it all comes upstairs. And the double door entryway is so grand, and it's like, it makes me feel like a professional.
A large backyard, bigger than both house 1 and 2. What's first reactions back here?
You know, my mind immediately starts running the numbers and I think, wow, this is a lot of space. I could absolutely build an additional unit back here. I also can't help but look at the investment opportunity that building an ADU in the back would be. I think you can separate it for different tenants and really have a nice secondary income to come from the house.
And the yard is big enough that you would still have ample yard space in addition to any sort of new buildings that you might put up. Lots of things going on in this backyard. They have an herb garden set up, mature trees, and then I love looking back at the house. It really is just a very beautiful building.
It really is. It's so eye-catching, and I feel like if you were just out here relaxing, it'd be a nice, almost villa to use as your backdrop. This backyard is very grand, very large, and perfect for me and my dog and all my friends to come out and gather.
So what do you think this home is listed at?
Taking into consideration where house 1 and 2 are, I think this is going to come somewhere right in the middle. I bet it's around 2.9.
It is 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, and that does not include the office space.
That's right.
So lots of square footage here. You guessed 2.9. It's actually listed at 2.698.
Wow. Okay.
So over budget.
Okay, so a little over my budget, but not too crazy. This house is a little over my budget, and although I think I understand it, I have to weigh in my mind, what am I paying extra for? I think this house is fantastic. There's a lot of things I really like about it, but I am also still making a list of things I would change. And I have to wonder for myself, am I willing to jump into projects right now, or am I really trying to just get established with the coffee business and get settled and work on that?
We've seen all 3 luxury homes, and when we return, Tyler will make the big decision.
A little consultation with my investors, I think I came to a good decision.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've seen all 3 homes on this $1 million house hunt. The first house was an expansive home centrally located in San Jose.
I don't know that I've seen an island this big before.
It is an island of its own for sure.
Our second stop was a masterfully renovated home in the middle of town.
I could see grill space, and the yard is perfect for different activities.
The last house on our tour was a stunning build with beautiful high ceilings and a gorgeous open floor plan.
Another large kitchen that really embraces the open concept.
I left Tyler for some time to think. Let's see if he's ready to make the big decision.
This is a very difficult decision. How are you doing?
I'm feeling good.
Get some good thinking in?
Yeah, and a little consultation with my investors. I think I came to a good decision.
Okay, well, let's talk about all 3 options. The first house was 6 bedrooms, 6 baths. It did have that separate unit that you could use as rental income. And it was listed below budget at $1,999. I mean, literally right below $2 million. And it had a lot of features that you did like, a high-tech shower. What did you think about that property as a whole?
I think as a whole, it's a great place to start, but I'm fully aware that I have to change a lot about the property inside and out to make it my home.
And house number 2, 6 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, listed just under $3 million. Had a beautiful master suite with the cathedral ceilings. You really seem to like that master suite as well.
I definitely did. I love the whole property. It was very modern, very, I would just say me.
Yeah.
It was very sociable, very functional. A lot of things that I'm really interested in.
Yeah, I remember we walked in and you really right away liked that open floor plan. You know, the foyer with the high ceilings, you had the formal sitting area with a gorgeous fireplace. Tell me if there's anything about that house that maybe you did need to tweak.
I would say putting my furniture in there is the only thing I need to change.
It was definitely turnkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so definitely number 2 still in the running. Now, house number 3, we're sitting in this beautiful living area / dining area with the foyer and hallway behind us. It is 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, plus an office, and 3,900 square feet. It is a huge property.
Right. This house has a lot of things that I'm looking for. It has more of a traditional feel, which I'm trying to go a little more modern, but that being said, it is offering all the space I could ask for.
You are such a positive person, and I see you liking each one of these houses, so maybe we can make it a little bit easier and eliminate one property. Is there one that we can cross off the list?
I think, although I love how modern it is, house number 1, there's so much I need to do to it, and I don't know if I have the time to put into it right now. So I think for that reason, I'm gonna get rid of house number 1.
Okay, so we'll eliminate house number 1. It was under budget, which was attractive, but maybe had some changes that you didn't know that you were willing to take on.
Right.
So that leaves us house number 2 and house number 3.
I've gone back and forth with the investors about what my options are, and they seem pretty firm at $2.5 million. but I'm not gonna let that stop me. I'm gonna throw in even more of my own money, and I think I'm gonna go with house number 2.
House number 2, what was the biggest selling factor about house number 2?
It is a wow factor in itself. It takes your breath away, that chandelier at the beginning. I'm very excited about the potential of that house.
Well, it sounds like we need to call a realtor and put in an offer. Tyler, congratulations. Thank you for bringing me along this journey. It's been amazing.
Thanks for tagging along. You've been a lot of help.
Thanks for joining us. We wish Tyler the best with his business and his brand new home. I'm Viviana Vigil. We'll see you next time on $1 Million House Hunters. We all love to dream that we have the money to buy $1 million home. We meet the buyers who can do just that.
This is our style, with the colors, everything.
This is so beautiful.
From sweeping views,
It's just stunning.
It is stunning. It takes my breath away.
I loved it. What an open floor plan. Breathtaking, every little detail.
to complete luxury.
That is a winner for me, yeah.
It has everything.
Yeah, my mind is spinning.
These homes have it all.
This is literally on the beach.
This is a show place.
Our buyers have the money, know exactly what they want,
I love a great kitchen area.
and are ready to spend big.
5.5, under budget.
Yes.
My role is to find these house hunters their ultimate dream home. In this episode, I meet Gia and David.
Hello.
Hi.
You must be Gia, David.
Gia and David are looking for more space.
It's beautiful.
Too much for words. It was,
I'm taking them through some of the most desirable properties in Cupertino, California.
I have my own closet, and I obviously take the bigger one.
Will I be able to find something that'll suit their needs?
Everybody needs a bookshelf behind now for their Zoom calls.
Let's see if I can find Gia and David their dream home.
Welcome to $1 Million House Hunters. I'm Viviana Vigil. Today our buyers are Gia and David. They're looking for a brand new home in the Cupertino area. We're gonna look at 3 gorgeous properties and we'll see which one they choose.
Well, we are Silicon Valley locals, and I am a real estate investor.
And I work in tech finance.
Gia and David are looking for a new home with more space.
We are looking for a bigger home. I would like a lot more closet space for sure. We'd like a big yard. We entertain a lot. Our daughter's in grad school right now, but she's been living with us. So we need like 3 separate offices in the house.
The Zoom conference call go on at the same time as the classes for grad school, at the same time as Zoom spin class.
Pilates.
Pilates, sorry.
I think the low end, we're thinking 4 million, and I don't think we want to go
About 4.5.
Oh yeah, we're right in the heart of Cupertino, in the heart of Silicon Valley, where Apple is based and every other high-tech company is within 20 miles of here. Yeah, this house is something very special. It's at the end of a cul-de-sac. They did a nice job of remodeling this home. They gutted it and rebuilt a brand new home. And the way it sits with the existing homes that were built in the 60s and 70s, it's a newer version of what that is.
I'm so excited for today. We're gonna have a great time looking at some fun properties. This home is a beautiful home. It's over 3,200 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 6 baths, so that's plenty of rooms for your work at home and also just some, places to relax.
The front of the house is beautiful. I love the approach. I love the contemporary exterior.
Yeah, it's a low maintenance landscaping, which is great.
Living room, this is the formal sitting area, lots of lights, beautiful staircase to the second level, and a nice built-in banquette right there in the front window as well.
Yeah, that's nice. Our cat would like that. I like the living room a lot. I think it's comfortable. I like the fireplace. I think it would be a good space. Like I said, our cat would love the light in the window. I think it would be good for entertaining.
Sure.
Having a glass of wine after dinner.
Yeah.
Sitting by the fireplace.
For a smaller, intimate gathering rather than the big party.
Yeah, even just the two of you might be nice, right?
Yeah. And I love the floors. They're beautiful.
And I love when people buy a house based on their pets. That's my favorite. The cat would love it.
Our
The
cat
dogs
and
can
our
have trouble
dog,
with
yeah.
this.
I love this kitchen. It's beautiful.
Isn't this a beautiful island?
Yeah, so I love the countertops. Love. This is something I would choose, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it's a nice color scheme. It's got plenty of counter space, which we're going to need.
Look at this lighting fixture.
I love the light fixture. It's very cool.
And it's an open concept with this informal sitting area. You have enough room for a sectional. It's really ample with those doors heading out to the patio. And we did just pass the formal dining area. Do you guys do some formal sit down?
Definitely. For holidays, yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah,
so
we
it'd
did
be
the
nice.
family dinner of
But this-
35.
But this is also nice because we can go indoor, outdoor. The flow from indoor to outdoor is wonderful for parties, and when we're eating outside, we love to eat outside.
And what do you think about just the floor plan in general and the flow of the home?
It's just separated enough that you can call it a separate area, but it's open enough that we can actually have the flow work. It flows right into some guest bedrooms downstairs as well, which are perfect for having her family stay down there instead of upstairs with us.
Nice, large master suite.
Yeah.
Walk-in closet just behind us. Of course, attached ensuite with soaking tub, double vanity, glass enclosed shower. I mean, they pulled all the stops for this bedroom.
Okay, I love the light fixture.
I like the height too.
Yeah, the ceiling height is nice. I love, once again, the banquette by the windows.
The banquette up in the bedroom where I can almost see myself curling up in the sunlight with my wife here.
The bathroom's beautiful. I love the finishes. Just feel like it might be a little small.
Okay.
The master suite itself, the bedroom itself is beautiful. I like the high ceilings, but the bathroom and the closet felt a little small for me.
Yeah, I felt the same. And knowing what we're going to be putting in that closet, we're going to need more space.
All right.
Okay.
Stepping right out from the informal living area out into your beautiful backyard entertainment space. They've done some minimal landscaping, but they've really left it open for your imagination to do whatever you like back here.
So the backyard is nice. Our dog would be comfortable back there. There's enough room, it's fenced, so we wouldn't have to worry about that, but we would have to put some money into it. I mean, I guess there's room for a pool if we wanted to put a pool out here.
There really is.
It just seems like it'd be a project because they've got a lot of unused space with the mulch. And if you're entertaining, you want people to be able to walk everywhere.
I have a question for you. What do you think this home is listed at?
I'm guessing around 4.2.
You agree, David?
I probably would think a little less, maybe around 4.
It's actually listed at 3,598.
Okay. Well, that was exciting. So there's some room there, so we could do the things that we needed to do. I just don't know how we would get that closet bigger.
Yeah, it'd be a project.
We have 2 more estates to see in Cupertino, California. Will this next home be the right fit?
Wow, there's just so much more here.
This is much more my style.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're in Cupertino, California, and on the search for Gia and David's ultimate dream home. The first house was a luxurious home in the heart of Cupertino.
Some guest bedrooms downstairs are perfect for having her family stay down there instead of upstairs with us.
But could this next house be the one?
We're a little closer to downtown Cupertino. The demand on this one is the fact that you're near some of the best schools. The designer, the architect on this one did the same thing. They're using everything that the buyer's looking for today. Wide hallways, high ceilings, open floor plans, and as soon as you walk in, all you do is see light. It's another happy home.
All right, house number 2, beautiful sunny day. What do you two think of this curb appeal?
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love the wide lot.
Absolutely. 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, over 3,700 square feet, so a very large home. I think there's gonna be enough space in here for you too, but let's double check just to make sure. This is your beautiful foyer with an open concept living area. You have your formal sitting area, you have your formal dining. Gorgeous staircase up to the 2nd level.
Beautiful.
Okay, so look, there's a big smile on him this time. House number 2 is working for us so far.
Yeah, I really like the entry. I like how wide it is. I like coming into this beautiful space here.
Well, it's a very interesting architectural house where it's built for art, to show off your art, to entertain.
I like that the living room and dining room is open to each other, so you could put a longer table here as well, so that would work for us. One of my favorite things about this house is the light fixtures over the dining table. I just think it's a work of art.
Well, let's head into the kitchen and see how that looks and see if we can continue the perfect trend that David has started. Do we get an oh wow?
I love it.
Yeah,
I
the
love
big
this
reveal.
kitchen.
Walking through the formal entry into the back half of the house was just a big, wow, there's just so much more here.
This is much more my style. I love this exposed beam up here.
Yeah, cathedral ceiling.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Custom cabinets.
Skylights.
Just in front of us is the eat-in kitchen. They have a table set up there. It's even larger than the formal dining.
Right.
So you can put a very big table here.
You
Really
have a dining table there.
Yep.
You've got stools here.
Yep.
And we've got more entertaining space over here.
Yeah, more informal sitting area, perfect for TV watching.
Tons of space to entertain. The kitchen is absolutely beautiful.
Windows abound.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
The light in this room and the view actually out to a nice garden is just lovely.
I can absolutely picture myself in the kitchen, cooking, entertaining, coming out into this outdoor space. And I really love the French doors.
Yeah, and that does lead out into the backyard, which we will head over to later. But I do want to show you the master suite and hope you really like it. You asked for a bigger master suite.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I like it. It's got a lot of light, more than enough room for a bed. I love the reading lights over the bed. That's important to me.
Yeah, the recessed lighting already thought of here.
I have my own closet, and I obviously take the bigger one. And but he also has a closet ensuite, which is wonderful.
And a very large ensuite with a soaking tub.
I did like the bathroom with plenty of space, the counter space, the different stations that they've built for makeup and other things, so it's wonderful.
He loves makeup.
Nice and airy, nice and breezy.
Yeah.
You have the overhang covering this beautiful patio area. Very peaceful out here. I haven't heard a rooster just yet.
No.
But here's hoping. It's very quiet out here, really beautiful residential community.
Beautiful.
And it's a large home. I think it might suit your needs.
I host my book club a lot, and I could just see all the ladies coming out here and sitting out on the patio. We could put some lights overhead and stuff.
Ooh, you're moving in already.
Yeah.
Not just yet.
This is already done to our taste. And then, yeah, there's room for a pool, room for my raised vegetable beds and everything. I just absolutely love it. And it's surrounded by beautiful trees.
And she wants a bee garden, believe it or not.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
So we are beekeepers, and so we need space for them to
So
go.
we do have bees. So
Lots of bees
and I
buzzing
see there's
around.
a hummingbird over there.
Yeah.
So
You got the
seems
birds and the bees.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Yeah, it's just got a good feeling back here. It's nice and private. You can entertain, and there's a wonderful flow in and out. So.
Well, the big question is, what do you think this home is listed at?
Well, I guess I thought it would probably be a little more since it's so much nicer. So I was thinking maybe like 4 or 2.
Okay.
I think this one's going to come in around 4.
Okay, you guys are actually both really close. It's 4.1.
You get what you're paying for with this home. We wouldn't really have to do anything. We could just move in. And so I think it's worth it for that price. I love it.
Okay, so house number 2, 2 thumbs up. Let's head to house number 3 and see if we make this decision even harder for you. Come on.
There's only one more luxury home left to see on this house hunt. We check out this grand and spacious home in northern Cupertino. Is this the home that Gia and David are looking for?
Wow.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
It was too much for words. It was,
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've seen two amazing luxury homes in Cupertino, California. The first house was a luxury home in the heart of Cupertino. Then we saw a stunning property filled with natural light. But will this last home be the one?
Wow, yeah, we're in the northern part of Cupertino. This is a little bit closer to, say, Sunnyvale or Saratoga. Most of the homes in Cupertino were built in the 60s and 70s. This is at the end of a cul-de-sac, so there's high demand there for buyers. And when you first enter this home, you walk into a 14, 15-foot ceilings, wide hallways. I mean, to be honest with you, this home here, I don't think there's something it doesn't offer.
All right, house number 3. What do you guys think of the curb appeal?
I love it.
It's a lovely looking house, and I do like the fact that it's not a busy street.
8 bedrooms, 7.5 baths, over 4,700 square feet. But it's important to mention that it has an attached separate unit that could be used as a rental property, a guest house. It has 2 bedrooms, it has a kitchen.
I think it's wonderful to have that separate unit there.
Beautiful foyer entrance. Just to our right was an office study space. It's one of the bedrooms, but it's really perfect for one of your office spaces.
And I did like the office right off the front door. It's actually separated from everybody else. You can get work done, but it's nice and quiet here.
The formal sitting area with the fireplace. There's a formal dining just in here as well.
It's beautiful. I love the wood when you walk into the entry. It's absolutely gorgeous. Love this fireplace.
The high ceilings just give it a real air inside here. Right when you walk in, you just feel that space.
And this is such a statement piece, this light fixture. I just feel like when people came in, they would just want to know about it. It's really special.
How's this for a kitchen?
Wow.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
It was too much for words. It was,
yeah, no, it's just it's so high and the skylights to bring in the light here, and it's lots of counter space.
You have a butler's pantry with a sink, your in-kitchen desk that you were looking at, and a very spacious and ample center island.
The kitchen is huge and beautiful, tons of storage, more counter space and cabinet space than we've ever had, so that would be amazing. I love having a butler's pantry, so I love the butler's pantry.
This beautiful wine bar area with a wine closet.
You know, walking through that sort of small hallway and having the showpiece wine cave and bar is just a really nice touch.
Yeah, we love a bar area. So we have one currently that we built, and I think it's important. So this would be perfect for us.
No furniture in the master suite just yet till you move in, so we'll use our imaginations. What do you think about this space? Very large.
It's huge, it's huge. Yeah. And I love the sliding doors, all the light, the mature trees outside make it feel very peaceful. I love that it has the sliding doors to the outside, so we could have a little, sitting area outside of the master as well.
And it feels private because it's in the corner of the property underneath all those really lovely trees outside.
And the ensuite bathroom, just really beautiful glass enclosed shower, a soaking tub that I think even David might be able to fit in.
I noticed it was a little larger.
Yeah, a little bit bigger, double vanities, and of course, dual closets.
Yeah, and then there's a really big bathtub, which is wonderful, and 2 closets, which I love.
And I get my own closet in that space, which is a must-have.
I like the privacy. I love that this house is all on one level, which is great for us as we grow older, not to be going up and down the stairs all the time. So this is a house that I think we could stay in for, forever.
Welcome to the backyard of house number 3. Lots of space back here, mature trees. They've done some landscaping, very basic, but obviously you can make it your own. What do you guys think?
Well, I like the apple tree. It's full of fruit, which is great. I feel like this space is a little strange how it wraps around the house, and we don't have enough of a patio area to really entertain on.
There wasn't a barrier between the people outside being entertained and the bedroom, which is also sharing that same outside. So we need to figure out that space and accommodate that better.
Yeah, well, I see the wheels turning, so you
Yeah.
guys are obviously visualizing how you could make this space work for you. So what do you both think this home is listed at?
Well, I'm thinking this is the most, so probably like 4.5.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
It's actually listed at 4.498.
Okay.
I was actually expecting this to be a higher price. It's a bigger house. It's got more bedrooms.
Like we mentioned, it does have an income unit attached to it, so you have that ability to wiggle around. Lots to think about here. Why don't I leave you to it? You guys can discuss. It's a very big decision, and then I'll meet up with you and see if you've made your decision.
Okay, thank you.
I'll be back.
Thank you.
We've seen all 3 luxury homes, and when we return, Gia and David will make the big decision.
Ultimately, which house did you choose?
Go ahead.
House number.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've seen all 3 homes on this $1 million house hunt. The first house was a luxurious home in the heart of Cupertino. Our second stop was a stunning abode filled with natural light. The last house on the tour was a grand and spacious home in northern Cupertino. I left Gia and David for some time to think. Let's see if they're ready to make the big decision.
Okay, so the first house, I liked all the built-in banquettes and areas that the cat could hang out.
Or we could hang out. Those were lovely little spaces.
Yeah.
What about the second one?
I love the space in the kitchen, how open it is. I love how there's that indoor-outdoor flow.
And the kitchen was just wonderful just to be
Beautiful.
in all day. And the third one?
I like that it's on one level.
Right.
I like being on the cul-de-sac and having the privacy.
Now what's really interesting though is there's this added unit that could be either a rental or for in-laws or visiting family that's not in the house here. We could have them separately. So,
I really like that.
yeah, that's really a fun thing.
Okay, so I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, okay.
All right, you two.
Hi there.
I've left you for some time. I know this is a really difficult decision, so I wanted you to have a chance to discuss it amongst yourselves. But let's go over all 3 options just one more time, if you don't mind.
Okay.
All right, house number 1 was a really beautiful 6-bedroom, 6-bath home. It was listed under your budget at $3.598.
I like the master bedroom a lot.
Yeah. And there were some nice little spaces where we could just sit in a window.
Yeah.
It's a nice feel.
Lots of little built-in banquettes in that home,
Yeah,
right?
we like
Perfect
that.
for the cat.
Yeah, we really like that.
Okay, so let's talk about house number 2 with 6 bedrooms, 6 baths. It was listed at 4.1.
I just really love the feel walking into that open space with the indoor-outdoor, you know, being able to have the kitchen right there and entertain, and it's actually a lovely living space.
I love the high ceilings. I love the closets upstairs. There's a lot of bedrooms downstairs, so we could have my mom stay downstairs and not, you know, be in our hair.
Okay, so let's talk about house number 3. We're sitting in this gorgeous open concept kitchen.
I love this open space. I love the bar area, and the wine storage is very cool.
There's a lot of house here, that's for sure. And given that that grand unit's a separate home with its own kitchen, that's a possibility that would help us potentially finance the whole house.
Yeah. Let's eliminate one of the properties on the list. That might make it a little bit easier. Which house can we cross off?
We know which one.
Okay, which one?
The first one.
Okay, so we'll cross off house number 1. It had a lot of things that you liked, but what was it that was a deal breaker?
The yard.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And the closet, the tiny closet.
So let's talk about house number 2 and 3 then. Ultimately, which house did you choose?
Go ahead.
House number 2.
Yeah, I'm glad you said house number 2.
House number 2, I'm glad we're in agreement.
Yeah.
What was the selling factor for house number 2?
I think it just checks all of our boxes. We've got that indoor-outdoor flow that we love so much in California. I can see our family in that house.
And I get a workspace study that's built in. That's nice.
Thanks for joining us. I hope Gia and David enjoy their brand new luxury home. I'm Viviana Vigil. We'll see you next time on $1 Million House Hunters.
We all love to dream that we have the money to buy $1 million home. We meet the buyers who can do just that.
This is our style, with the colors, everything.
This is so beautiful.
From sweeping views,
It's just stunning.
It is stunning. It takes my breath away.
I loved it. What an open floor plan. Breathtaking, every little detail.
to complete luxury.
That is a winner for me, yeah.
It has everything.
Yeah, my mind is spinning.
These homes have it all.
This is literally on the beach.
This is a show place.
Our buyers have the money, know exactly what they want,
I love a great kitchen area.
and are ready to spend big.
5.5, under budget.
Yes.
My role is to find these house hunters their ultimate dream home. In this episode, I meet George and Bill. They're looking to cut their commute and move to the city.
You must be Bill and George.
I'm taking them through some of the most desirable properties in Palo Alto, California.
All right, what are we cooking up in this kitchen, George?
Oh my gosh. Taco Tuesday, let's do that.
Oh yeah.
Will I be able to find something that will suit their needs?
I love that there's a casita, and I think that's plenty of room for me to come and pop in and be a guest once in a while.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
Let's see if I can find George and Bill their dream home.
Welcome to $1 Million House Hunters. I'm Viviana Vigil. Today our buyers are George and Bill, who are looking to relocate to beautiful Palo Alto, California. We're going to be checking out 3 gorgeous properties, and we'll see which one they choose.
I grew up here in San Jose, so I'm looking to stay in the area. I work in technology.
I'm a transplant to Northern California. I love it here. So we're looking for a move to closer where we work.
George and Bill are looking for a home where they can entertain their friends.
We entertain a lot, so a good flow would be important for 10 to 20 people regularly.
So we have a lot of friends up in Seattle that come down and visit us, and family up there as well.
It might be longer than a night, so
Yeah.
them having their own space would be really
In their own
quite
bathrooms.
nice.
We have 3 French bulldogs, and so obviously a California king is necessary, and having the room around that is a good thing to have. The location for us is really what's prompting our move.
Yeah, I think for me it would be walkability to like a center of town, and then a little outdoor space would be nice to let the dogs out.
We'd like to keep it under $4.5 million if possible, but it's tough. We'll see what we come up with.
We're in Palo Alto, California. What I would always say is the heart of Stanford University for anybody in the university system. It's a beautiful, beautiful town. It's the heart of Silicon Valley. Yeah, this is something unique and different. It's a 10,000 square foot lot, and what they've done with it is they have one main home with separate remodeled units that come with it. So it's kind of seen as a revenue generating property is how I would look at it, more for investors.
So we do have some good stuff for you to look at today. I wanted to start at this property in particular. For one, it is really close to the downtown area, but also it's a very unique property in that it has multiple units on here. I know you wanted a lot of space, so there would definitely be places for your family and friends to come and stay with you. But it also can be a really great income property. So we're gonna look at 2 of the units here. There's actually 7 or 8 units, I believe, here on this property. So this is one of the bigger units. There's actually 2 that we'll take a look at that I envision that you 2 would probably want to make your main living quarters.
It's open. I like it.
It's definitely an open space. It's a little smaller than I would have thought from the street, but maybe it's because of those extra units.
Make our way into the kitchen area. There is enough space for an even dining, totally redone kitchen, brand new, custom cabinetry, countertops, stainless steel appliances, lots of storage in here. What do you think, Bill?
Yeah, I love the colors. They're really great.
Kind of a galley kitchen, but on the long side of the wall. Lots of counter space, lots of cabinet space. Do you think it would suit your needs?
Could work, could work.
Okay.
I think the cabinets are really beautiful, especially with the backsplash.
Yeah, they are nice. This room has a very special architectural feature, and it is maintained from the original craftsmen of this home. You can see beautiful fireplace, built-ins, tons of wood, and it's a nice juxtaposition to the contemporary feel of the rest of the house.
It's definitely unique. I mean, I think there's things that you could do with it. I think you'd have to be a little creative.
Okay.
For our purposes.
There are 2 bedrooms in this unit, so you could maybe utilize this as another sitting area as well. Yeah, perhaps, maybe.
It's a beautiful fireplace.
It really is beautiful. I love that they at least held on to that of the original home. Absolutely stunning.
So important.
This is the other large unit on the property that could maybe fit you guys for full-time use. Totally redone, just like in the other unit. New floors, new cabinetry, redone kitchen. You have a large master here with space for very ample closet, as well as a large bedroom with vaulted ceilings. I love that there is a whole nook for the dining area back there with lots of light coming in and plenty of space for, you know, sofas and a TV viewing. You have your ensuite, you have a powder room as well. So even if you wanted to entertain up here as well, have a guest spend the night, you might have some space for that.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think this home is listed at?
I think my guess would be 5 million.
Yeah, I think maybe a little, maybe 4.5, 5 million.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, you guys have been doing your homework then.
Yeah.
It's actually listed at 5.5 million.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Over budget. But like I said, you know, if you were to buy a property like this, it would essentially pay for itself if you were to rent out those other spaces.
The fact that it has the multiple units is pretty interesting. Yeah. So something to think about.
We have 2 more estates to see in Palo Alto, California. Will this next home be the right fit?
All right, what are we cooking up in this kitchen, George?
Oh my God.
Taco Tuesday, let's do that.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We're in Palo Alto, California, and on the search for George and Bill's ultimate dream home.
We entertain a lot, so you know a good flow would be important for 10 to 20 people regularly.
The first property was a 10,000 square foot lot with multiple units in the heart of Silicon Valley.
I love the colors, they're really great.
But could this next house be the one?
We're in Barron Park, a suburb of Palo Alto that is very, very highly desirable. It's the kind of place that you grew up in for many people. You walk in and obviously you see this incredibly remodeled home that they've done an amazing job with. What's special about this home is not just the backyard that you have this private setting in, but you have this little casita now that mostly is going to be used for either guests or primarily because people are working at home today.
Okay, house number 2, gentlemen. More traditional single-family home. It's 5 bedrooms, 5 baths. Do you think that might suit you so far?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Much different, much quieter than house number 1.
Yeah.
Welcome to your new living room.
It's beautiful. I
Beautiful.
love the ceiling.
Vaulted ceilings, you have a fireplace right here in the front through some glass French doors. Beautiful space for an office, even another sitting room if you want to get a little bit formal, tea room in there.
Nice.
It certainly had the wow factor. I like the high ceilings in the beams. Floors are great. I love the floors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the space for the dining area is really something that's could accommodate easily 10 people.
Yeah. And then like having 2 love seats in front of the fireplace, I think would be great for conversation.
And the staircase.
Yeah.
The staircase is outstanding.
Dramatic.
Very beautiful. I can see you coming down
Make an
for
entrance.
dinner. Hello, Mr. DeMille. And what about that front office area? Do you think that you would put some use to that?
I think a study is always really important.
Yeah. All right, very open concept kitchen, living area, and guess what, Bill? An island.
This is a nice size island with a sink.
With a prep sink. Of course, you have your farmhouse apron sink with a bay window, stainless steel, top of the line appliances, tons of a cabinet, and a walk-in pantry.
The kitchen was a wow for me.
Yeah, the kitchen was really well done.
Yeah.
In addition to your formal dining area, there also is ample room for an eat-in breakfast area with a built-in bench and bay window there as well.
In the summertime, with the folding doors, accordion doors, you can really maximize your ability to have indoor-outdoor living.
All right, what are we cooking up in this kitchen, George?
Oh my God, we'll have to be creative.
Yeah.
We'll do it together.
Okay.
Taco Tuesday, let's do that.
Oh yeah.
Taco Tuesday, perfect for prepping all the stuff right here on this island. Do you think you can see yourself entertaining in this space?
Oh yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. How many people do you think you can invite?
At least 15.
All right.
You want to count?
All right, your master oasis.
Really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful ceilings.
Yeah.
I do love the ceiling detail with the molding. I love the French doors that open into the balcony area. Lots of light. Built-in closet. Ensuite is really beautiful with a soaking tub.
This would be a good night's sleep.
Absolutely.
This is a good place to
Sanctuary.
It is very quiet and peaceful in here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the master was a real selling point here. I love the balcony, and that bathroom is a real wow.
What about your furniture, your bed? Do you think it might fit in this space?
Yeah, I think with the double windows, I think it's really nice.
Right smack in the middle, huh?
Yeah.
Very feng shui.
Yes.
Now, what about the walk-in wardrobe? Do you think your clothing would fit in there?
Well, in our current house, we use multiple closets, so yeah, it would work.
Yeah, and then
that's an easy one to get it work around.
Maybe use some of the guest room closets.
Outdoor oasis.
It's a beautiful outdoor space.
Yeah, we are in front of the casita. Has a half bath in there. You have plenty of entertainment space for a barbecue, anything you might need, and even some little nooks and crannies for the dogs to sniff around.
Yeah, I think the dogs would love being back here. Lots to play around. Yeah, I think this tree is something that you really can't, you can't buy. It just comes with time, and the way that the care they've taken to create this beautiful canopy is really special.
And I love that the open floor plan kitchen living area opens up to this back space, so it really allows you to have that indoor-outdoor vibe for your entertainment.
Yeah, it's crying for a party.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And a hot tub. Over there would be a great place for a good hot tub. So yeah, it's good.
I think it's just a great entertaining space, and the accessibility to inside is really a key thing.
Yeah.
Indoor-outdoor living is really important.
Here's a big question. What do you think this home is listed at?
4.8?
Yeah, I'd say 4.5.
It's actually listed at just over $4 million. So low budget.
Great. That was a real surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see how we can save a little money and get the house we want.
That'd be really nice to save a little bit.
We're still keeping an open mind though, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely.
Okay, this is definitely a huge shift from house number one.
Yeah.
That first house really had a nice proximity to downtown Palo Alto. This is definitely a little more rural.
Yeah, it doesn't have sidewalks.
I love that there's a casita, and I think that's plenty of room for me to come and pop in and be a guest once in a while.
Absolutely.
Sounds great.
So we'll keep it definitely in the running, but let's head to house number 3 and take a look at that.
Awesome.
Right.
There's only one more luxury home left to see on this house hunt. We check out this beautiful contemporary home in downtown Palo Alto. Is this the entertainer's home that George and Bill are looking for?
I think it just screams for a party.
It does.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've seen 2 amazing luxury homes in Palo Alto, California. The first property was a 10,000 square foot lot with multiple units in the heart of Silicon Valley. Then we saw a remodeled masterpiece in Barron Park. But will this last home be the one?
I would say we're about as close to downtown Palo Alto as you get. Very, very close to Stanford University, Stanford Hospital. This house is beautiful. The architect on this home itself spent a lot of extra time making sure that they maximize the space that they have, whether it was the walk-in closet or what you'll see the design of one of the guest bedrooms, just a beautiful setup.
Okay, house number 3. We are here. We're still very close to the downtown Palo Alto area. This is a contemporary 3-bedroom, 4-bath, just over 2,200 square feet. So plenty of room for you two.
Really a beautiful, beautiful outside.
I feel you're excited to get inside.
Absolutely.
Very
The
much
town
so,
is just
yeah.
a block away from here, so I'm really excited to see this.
So this is perfect. The entry is so beautiful.
Yeah, it's dramatic.
Yeah, I love the ceiling.
Come in with the high ceilings, the drop track lighting. You have this beautiful sitting area with that gorgeous fireplace.
I love the access to the outdoor space as well.
Fenced in, so you actually have a lot of privacy there. Really beautiful light coming in. It's landscaped, turnkey.
Yes.
Yeah. You walked in and you could just envision sitting there in the morning or in the evening, just having coffee, hanging out.
It's just a little smaller than everything else.
Yeah.
But I mean, definitely something that could work.
Do you think your furniture could be used in this space?
We'd probably have to edit, but you know, that's okay.
What would you be doing in here?
So I think it just screams for a party.
It does, it does. And this is a very welcoming space. I think when your guests come, it's a perfect place to sit down and just kind of get comfortable.
I love this.
Stainless steel appliances, a very deep sink, lots of cabinets with beautiful glass doors. What do you guys think?
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah, the marble is incredible.
Isn't it supple?
Yeah, really luxurious.
Baking,
Yeah.
perfect for rolling out your dough, making
Yes.
pasta, something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right through those doors, you have that formal dining. They have a beautiful chandelier in that space. So do you think you could use that?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, their table's a little smaller than ours, but you know, I think it could easily work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kitchen was really well done. I think it was workable.
Yeah.
I love the island, and I thought the marble was just really beautiful.
Kind of like porridge. It was not too big, not too small. It just was just right.
I know you're both always screaming for a party. What do you think about this space?
It is the right amount of inside and outside with the doors that are here. And,
Yes.
And I love the mix of the contemporary and the traditional, you know, with the marble and the lighting.
Yeah, and with the wine fridge, it's like, you know you'll have a good time.
Yeah.
Have you decided what we're cooking yet?
Wow, sky's the limit.
We'll make lasagna.
Lasagna.
Yeah. The other house with tacos, this one's lasagna.
Yeah.
Just at the top of the stairs, master suite. Bill, pocket doors.
Yeah.
You love them.
No, it's my favorite.
I mean, the fact that they have a couch and a bed in here
It's really large.
really shows how big.
Ensuite with glass shower, soaking tub, double vanities, a very ample walk-in closet, plenty of space for both of your clothes, I think.
We'll bleed into two closets probably. Just some of us have a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Recessed lighting and totally different than you normally would see in a home.
It's museum quality. That's what it looks like. It feels like you're in a fine museum.
It really does. And of course, the owner has some really beautiful artwork up already. And I think it really suits the home. So you guys have to bring your own artwork.
Yeah,
We have a unique collection also, so it's something we could work with.
Lots of walls for it here.
Yes.
Beautiful outdoor space.
Stunning.
Yeah.
I love that they have these double doors already installed to the garage. It looks like they have it set up as a gym for now, but obviously you can make it anything you'd like. You could even park your car in there if you'd like.
Imagine.
Peaceful. They have a little herb garden set up, but obviously you could get rid of that and make more usable space over there. Maybe even put a hot tub.
Yeah.
Easy to entertain in. Very great, nice space to have people over.
And the slate flooring was really nice. It had almost an Asian/Italian feel. It looked really nice. I love the design.
And the finishing.
Yeah, the
feels
finishes
really well
are really
done.
nice.
This is what you guys were looking for.
I'd like to meet the previous owners. I bet they're very interesting.
Very eclectic, very cool. Definitely have a good sense of style and design. So what do you think this home is listed at?
We're pretty close to downtown, so
Very close.
probably 3.8.
Okay.
I was thinking higher, right? Like 4.2 maybe?
All right.
4.3, somewhere in there.
It's actually listed at 3.4. Well below budget.
Wow. The price was a wow. I mean, that felt like a real value.
So lots to decide, 3 different, very different properties. Extremely difficult to make a decision like this. So I'm gonna leave you two to discuss it, and then I'll come back and hopefully you would have made a decision by then.
We've seen all 3 luxury homes, and when we return, George and Bill will make the big decision.
Ultimately, which house did you two decide on?
I think we're gonna go with number
Welcome back. We've seen all 3 homes on this $1 million house hunt. The first property was a 10,000 square foot lot with multiple units in the heart of Silicon Valley. The second house was a remodeled masterpiece in Barron Park. The last house was a beautiful contemporary home in downtown Palo Alto. I left George and Bill for some time to think. Let's see if they're ready to make the big decision.
Gosh, there was so much to choose from.
Yeah, there was.
Wow, all different too.
What do you think of number 1?
I think number 1 was great. I love the location.
The income from those other units would really offset our costs.
Yeah.
What do you think of number 2?
I love the backyard, that incredible tree that they cultivated and kept.
What do you think of this house, number 3?
First of all, I love being this close to town. I think the dogs would love it. You know, we can just pop into town when we don't want to cook.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, takeout. That's my type of cooking.
Yeah.
I think we knew which one it was just when we walked in.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, you two.
Hi.
Difficult decision. Hello
Wow.
again. So much to decide. Let's, if you don't mind, break down all 3 houses again. Let's start. House number 2, completely different, more traditional design, 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, also lots of room for guests, and that included the casita in the backyard.
Yeah, I think the flow was great there. The size of the rooms were generous without feeling, you know, overly big.
Yeah, I would say the great room and the kitchen were the highlights for me.
And house number 3, we're here in this beautiful dining area. It was 3 bedrooms, 4 baths, listed well below budget at $3.4 million.
I just love the feel. Right when you walked in the door, it was just very welcoming. You know, their use of marble and creative use of the spaces, I think it made it really welcoming.
It feels comfortable in here. You can feel it when you come in. This is a well-loved house.
So it's a very difficult decision. You guys have a lot of options. Maybe we can start by eliminating one of the properties. Is there one that we can cross off the list out the gate?
Yeah, regretfully, I think number 1 is probably one that we'd eliminate out of the choices.
I like the financial investment perspective, but I think for the sake of our dogs and day-to-day living, I just don't think that that's, I know it seems ridiculous, but it's like you need to be comfortable in your environment, regardless what the numbers.
So let's get rid of house number 1. That's off the list now. It leaves us with house number 2 and house number 3. Ultimately, which house did you two decide on?
I think we're gonna go with number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
House number 3. Now, I do think it suits you. How did you guys know? Was it right away?
It was kind of right away.
Immediately.
Yeah. As soon as you got to the curb, you could see, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a well thought out house.
Yeah.
But 3, with all of its finishes and quality, I think it was just a clear winner, regardless of the price.
And the location, blocks from downtown.
I mean, you can walk the dogs, you can do some people watching, a beautiful day like today.
After dinner. I think we may go and buy some more art. To me, that house needs really top quality art.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. I hope George and Bill love their brand new home. I'm Viviana Vigil. We'll see you next time on $1 Million House Hunters.